Oh, well, I think they, attack her, and I actually can confirm that they go for her.
Why?
I don't know.
I've never heard of a gecko attacking a person.
No, it's not
before.
attacking, but they, drop off the roof onto her or,
Really?
leap at her if it's, you know how they only run away if you get too close to them?
Yeah.
They'll jump at her instead of running away.
Okay, maybe it is.
They can sense her fear.
When I first moved in, I was like, geckos do not attack and drop on you. You're just scared of them. But they do. I've now seen it.
Drop gex.
So potentially they are attacking her. That's their version of assault.
Get that printed for her.
She would hate that so much.
I know. You want one?
Gecko.
Look, it's my gecko.
Steven
with a PH.
Steven.
He's cute.
Well, speaking about reptile-type lizard things that you guys have to deal with, do we want to get to this week's episode of Reflex Save?
Only if we can cast Fireball on all the lizards.
Let's see. Do you guys remember what happened last week on Reflex Save? Last 2 weeks, really.
Got into a fight.
Big fight with big man, and then he ran away.
He did.
Only some of the men were big. Most of them were dwarves.
And our big friend died.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It was
Who's our big
Horacio's best friend. That
The
was
big
his
meat
meat
shield.
shield.
Harmok.
Oh, I thought you meant our
Harmok.
Goliath, mate.
Oh no,
He
he's
served his task well.
So, the last 2 weeks we've actually been in a pretty major combat with Xardorok at the forge floor in the heart of the Sunblight Fortress/Citadel. I think I've interchanged the name several times. There was a massive fight. There was a firefight between Musgart Loyalists and Xardorok Loyalists, which you used to your advantage. Many people died, mostly on the Xardorok side. Jonkin is dead.
No!
Harmok is dead.
No!
I can tell you Drek is dead. Yeah.
Who was he
Drake?
anyway?
Don't
Yeah.
remember.
There was someone you met. Is Quarkin dead?
Yes.
Is Rod dead?
I don't know.
Murray,
Rod's
maybe?
immortal.
We might have to find out. But at the very end of the episode, Xardorok, after taking some significant damage, decided that he would turn invisible and run away. But you guys did sort of notice where roughly he was going. At the same time, the Quaggoth that had grown in intelligence over the fight and was taunting Svieta went down and released all the giant lizards, only to be eaten by them as they were released from their cages. And a bunch of giant lizards were spilling out from that southern entrance cage area. So that's where we're going to pick up. I'm going to say, because I would like to do this way. We've done a lot of combat. I don't think we need to go necessarily an initiative round. So what I'm interested in right now, what you've got in front of you is you've got a bunch of lizards that are pouring out of this sort of cage area. Giant lizards, I should say, for the people at home.
No, it's geckos.
Giant
Tell your
geckos
girlfriends.
now. Very sorry, Andy's partner.
It's the gecko that Obi-Wan Kenobi rode in Revenge of the
Oh
Sith.
my god.
What?
I mean, size-wise, that's probably correct.
From Revenge of the Sith, where he's fighting General Grievous. He rides like a giant gecko.
Oh my god, I have to watch that movie
Yeah,
again.
Wow.
Yeah, because Order 66 happens and the clones shoot the gecko with a big laser cannon.
Oh no!
Spoilers.
Spoil.
Yeah.
Yeah, spoilers for
20-year-old movie?
almost.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, little known fact, Order 65 was exterminate the geckos.
It's true.
It explains why we don't see any of those geckos in the original movie.
Starting to
He
think
said-
that Julia is Palpatine.
She's got.
She ordered it.
Yes. Execute Order 65. And then 66. Get rid of the geckos before the
65 first.
Jedi. Use your hatred to kill those geckos.
We don't actually hate geckos, though.
We don't. Palpatine slash Julia. They hate the geckos. Anyway, so you've got a bunch of gecko lizards, giant gecko lizards down south. You know, and I will tell you this because you guys made your perception check, you saw the door to the chapel open after Xardorok went invisible. So you have a good idea of where direction-wise he went. I'm going to go around the table and ask you, what do you want to do? Let's start with Zimma. We'll go anti-clockwise.
Carnelian wants nothing to do with these geckos, so he's going to climb up onto the platform.
Yep.
and get as far away from them as possible.
Yep, so I'll say just on top of the platform somewhere.
Yeah.
You don't have to be super specific. I know we got a map, but just give me general. Tim, what's Horacio doing?
So, just as a reminder, did any of us... I think we all attempted to perceive Xardorok as he fled, right? Mm-hmm. I think, Svieta, you were the most successful. Is that... So,
Yeah.
do you remember what you gleaned?
I think
Or-
roughly the direction of going into the chapel where that old mutilated mind flayer was. But I think I was busy healing you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, saving me.
So I'll let Svieta relay that as she wishes
Yeah.
to the rest of the group.
Yeah, I just asked because I think I'll quickly thank Svieta, and then I'm going to go after him.
All right, so let's just say, again, I'm just looking for general first actions here. So your intent is to start heading towards the chapel doors.
Correct.
Double doors.
That's
Okay.
my intent. Yep.
Wodun, or / Andy. I just can't separate you two anymore.
I know, we're the same.
Yes.
Justice
Justice cursed.
If Wodun looks down towards Horacio and Svieta, how injured are they both looking?
About half.
Yeah. Third?
Okay, so Wodun's going to sort of jump down the side of the stairs in front of him and stand where the big boy was. What's his name again? The Marduk or something?
Harmok, who's dead down on there.
You got him
Yeah.
So
Harmok's
I'm
way.
gonna stand where Harmok was standing
Yeah.
to prevent the lizards from getting past.
So you're sort of acting as a bit of a vanguard there.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I'm going to prepare a booming blade
Okay. All right.
once one is in range.
So you're setting yourself in sort of a defensive stance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. And not last but certainly not least, Jen, what is Svieta doing?
When Wodun jumps down, how hurt does he look?
He's just over half HP.
Alright, and Horatio. I just imagine if you've seen the Mission Impossible movies where they jumpstart Tom Cruise's heart.
Yeah.
Just imagine this Horatio just like stumbling out. He's like, he's like back from the dead on a vengeance. I'm gonna just, if you're gonna like move past, I'll just slap you on the back and give you some more healing. My
Aw.
last first level spell.
Thank you. And you know what? I'm going to turn in and say, I'm going to return the favour. If you do that, I'll do this. And then I'm
Okay.
going to use my last first level slot on her.
Oh,
Aw.
thank you so much.
It'll be like from Predator with Arnold and the other guy.
Oh yeah, the two arms.
You're green, I'm white. And then
Dylan.
the healing energy goes,
All right, let's
Yeah.
see who wins this though.
Svieta, you son of a bitch.
I can't sound like the other man. Hey, good job, man.
That's better than
Close
what
enough,
I
yeah.
don't even
That's
know
my
what
deadly voice.
No one remembers what the other guy sounds like.
I don't remember Arnold.
Oh no, can't say
Some
it.
damn fool accused you of being the best.
Oh, that's
you
right. There we
go.
go. Andy's got it.
Hold still while I salve you.
Why is this just a nice, cool healing? It's not a slap.
Quick, heal me. End my misery.
Take 8 healing.
Oh my god. Bless you, literally. Not quite. I'll do that before.
Bless is a great spell.
It is
It's
a
a
good
great
spell.
Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag blessed. Okay, get ready. Here it comes.
I can't wait. Hurry up.
Oh my god, I can't wait.
Oh, getting healed.
You're really edging blue balling me right now.
We were first learning 5th edition. We always had to have like on the whiteboard with all the initiative orders, just like hashtag bless,
It's not
because we
good.
kept forgetting that it existed.
That's 5 points.
It's
A 2 on the die.
the thought
Right.
that counts. Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel better.
Okay.
Better than 0 healing.
All
Yes.
right. That means what I'm going to say, just in terms of, so you guys have healed. I am going to say these lizards do start pouring out, and they do see all of you, so they start making their way towards Wodun and the platform. At the same time, see this big, chunky Duragar to the north that is enlarged? He's going to step forward and step behind Wodun, sort of like in his also defensive stance. So he's got his shield out and a big war pick, and he's like, just gives you a nod.
What's his name?
His name is... Let me scroll to my list of names. That's for Duragar. His name is... Revolt.
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 Follow-up question.
Yes.
How many allies do we have here? I can see, so this guy, I can see a second pink one. Is he our friend?
Most of the remaining Duergar are your friends in terms of allies. Let me see. Okay, so Revolt. I am Revolt. I am come to help. Yeah.
Former masseuse.
Former masseuse. Full-time badass. Revolt. So this other enlarged Duergar close to the eastern platform is also your ally. You have both the Goliath on the platform and the guy from Duggan's Hole.
The prisoners.
Your allies. And as far as you can see right now, everyone else is dead. So the combat took quite a toll on both forces. You don't know who else is alive for Musgard, for Xardorok, but in this forge room, only those 2 Duergar and your 2 prisoners remain. So these lids are going to start pouring out.
Perfect. That's exactly what I envisioned pouring lizards to sound like.
That's exactly what Julia envisions geckos to sound like. And this guy's going to also come forward. So this Duergar as well walks forward to Svieta and Horacio, and you can see him looking up, and he grabs one of his javelins ready to throw it in case he needs to. Okay. Is there anything else you guys would like to do now that we've moved a few pieces around? I'm going to say that you also have these 2. They're going to move to the edge of the platform.
So it's not really a thing in the rules.
Sure.
But
lay it on me.
could I try to, play music to calm down them, since they are just animals and not, actively hostile?
Yeah. Okay, so you're going to stand on your platform. Now, where are you on the platform? You are now a rock star at the front. Your backing vocals are a guy from Duggan's Hole, and obviously the Goliath is doing the drums, right?
Obviously.
So you're going to start doing a performance of some time. You want to try and soothe these creatures with...
Yeah,
okay,
with music.
Hold your dice at the moment. I want to see what everyone else wants to do. Anyone else want to support, do something different?
Does my action have to go off
No,
because
we
one
can
of them
hold
wants to
on
be
it,
within
yeah.
range now? Or,
You can if you would like to.
or will that affect the calmness of them?
Absolutely will.
So I can choose not to go ahead with the action?
And
Alright.
anything you set up as a reaction, you can choose to forego the trigger.
Alright. I will forego that.
You can also choose to do something else while you hear Carnelian start up playing. What about Horacio Svieta? Anything you want to do, or you just want to head straight towards that chapel?
I'm probably still going to head towards the chapel.
Okay, so Horacio gets up and starts stumbling after his heart has been restarted towards the chapel.
Still! I'm going to run up crying out, Dylan, you son of a bitch. Just stagger into the chapel.
Did he have a stroke?
Yeah.
I
Probably.
took a lot of healing in a very short space of time. The brain's still rebooting.
That Duergar looks down at Svieta like, it's alright. I don't know what's going on with that man.
Probably not aggro to go follow him.
Okay, so Svieta and Horacio are going to head to the chapel. I'm going to say you get to the chapel doors. Yeah?
Yep.
Before I get the performance check from Carnelian, just Wodun, was there something specifically you wanted to do instead of holding an attack?
I might just delay it until I see how the calming goes.
Fair enough.
And
All
I
right.
might change to green flame blade.
I'll get that performance roll from Carnelian now.
That is 25.
What kind of music are you playing? So you pulled out your...
It's is slow and soft. Is definitely more something that you'd play outside of a tavern when you're trying to relax, rather than something to hype people up.
Okay. These lizards start moving almost like they're in a crowd. They're moving together, swaying. What do we talk?
No, I
share with the class?
I just googled what kind of music do geckos like.
What do they like?
It's a good question.
Good question.
Soft music such as jazz.
Yeah.
And that's
And-
taken straight from geckoadvice.com.
Carnelian, okay.
Geckoadvice.com.
Good call.
Gecko.
Carnelian will start playing smooth
Smooth
jazz.
If
So-
it's at a moderate volume, other geckos might join in on the fun.
Oh, well, we've got a few geckos here, so you see these geckos, they start swaying. Free bird!
Oh, God.
Shut up!
They can't talk. Okay, it seems that they're not willing to attack right away. So, does anyone want to do some kind of handle animal check or anything like that? To try and maybe complete the calming nature of this? The only people that really can do that is Wodun and Carnelian.
I know the person who's good at handle animal has disappeared.
I'm going to handle animal.
She's just pieced out. Like, you can deal with them fucking Liz.
She's got to handle this animal.
Handle this animal, huh? 17.
Oh, the new dice tray might be working.
Yeah, thanks,
First
Wade.
Does he
roll.
get it? Can he get like a advantage because of my performance?
Yeah, roll with advantage.
All
I
right.
want to see that one.
22.
Holy hell! So what were those two rolls?
Just 17 and 12.
Wow! Big
Nice.
thanks, Wade.
Yeah, shout out my
Amazing.
boy Wade.
You may have broken the curse of Wodun? Question mark. We'll see.
Remains to
Remains to
be
be
seen.
seen in combat as well. Is the big
Combat
big
is the
one.
test.
Okay, so Wodun, what are you doing to calm these lizards, the geckos, down?
I'm going to be sort of slowly in like a wave motion, just gently swaying to the jazz.
And then,
And then I'm going to reach forward and just rub one of their heads just
Okay.
in a circular counterclockwise direction.
Right on that sensory tip.
Yep.
so that lizard that moved up into your space, I've had them moving around closer and closer to you. You see that he starts to sway a bit with the music, and then he looks over and he sees you swaying. And then he's like sways more as you're swaying more, and then the gecko next
Where
to
are you
him,
from?
the gecko next to him is just like, oh yeah, I'm getting into this. Starts swaying some more. Yeah, they're all feeling it. One gets a lighter up.
Get your green flame blade.
Oh, yeah.
Green flame
Wave.
blade. Just on the top, like yeah,
It's the name of a bard song. Green flame.
green
Blade.
flame blade. And then the performance finishes, and the lizards, the geckos are nuts. Like yeah. And they start eating the quackles. You guys are free to move on from. You have diffused the lizard gecko incursion.
All right, so
Nice
they're just
work,
going to eat the
boys.
corpses instead of us. I
Okay.
appreciate
Hell yeah.
this.
What I'm going to say is you've got your backing vocals of the Pecco and the Goliath. They're with you guys. This performance is gonna take some time to diffuse that lizard situation. So let us move over to Horacio and Svieta. You guys are at the doors. I know it's open at the moment, but technically these doors are mostly closed. How do you want to approach?
Just barge in.
Open the doors.
Where you go?
All right. Horatio kicks the door in?
Yep.
Question mark?
Yeah, why not?
Svieta also?
Elbow.
Elbow. Okay,
COVID
so
safe.
these two big damn heroes bust into the doors. The doors of the chapel fly open. And what you see in front of you is the figure that ran away, already taken out of his invisibility. You can see Xardorok. He's in big mode. And he whips around. You can see that he was like looking up at the statue. Even in large mode, the statue is taller than he is, and looks like he was looking up. He has both hands, one in his Chardolin gauntlet, spiked gauntlet, and the other open, and you can hear him like, go era. And he whips around. You ruined everything. Who sent you? Was it my boys? They sent you? I knew it was them. Couldn't be trusted. Sent them away, but they had to plot against me. Well, you'll be sorry. And you guys are barged in. As soon as he says sorry, this wave of energy pulses out from him. Svieta, it feels familiar. It's almost like your telekinetic push.
Oh.
You guys just roll me a strength check to see if you can brace against this.
Am I able to do something while he's doing this?
Yeah, but what is it?
As soon as I see him, I'll just point at him and go, "Here, I've got something for you." And then I'll reach into my robes.
Yeah.
I'll pull out a small stone,
Yo. Okay. Alright.
Pelter rocket him.
and I will throw it at him as hard as I can.
Okay.
And now, Callan,
Yes.
it's time for that.
Oh my god.
I'm doing it.
Really?
Yep, I'm doing it. So, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to let the magic unfold for everyone who's looking at me with really confused faces.
You're gonna.
I'm just drinking it in.
So while that's happening,
Sorry.
Svieta, are you wanting to do something while this is a big sort of like speech? He's not outwardly attacking you guys as far as you can tell, but this wave of telekinetic force seems to emanate from it. Is this something you want to do while you brace? Or
I wanted to cast a spell.
what spell?
Wither and Bloom.
Okay, so does that require a save or anything like that?
It will, yeah.
Alright, I will let you do that then.
Okay, do you want me to wait until...
Let's wait until we see what happens with this rock.
Okay. I can't wait.
You're hyping this rock up a lot.
Yeah, this
I
rock's-
hope it's awesome.
Rock hype.
Rock and
There it
roll,
is.
baby.
So yeah, I peg it at him. If you want me to do a check or anything for that,
I've got
I'm
an
happy
idea,
to.
don't worry about it.
What's this rock cooking?
So as soon as it impacts something,
Yeah.
correct me. I don't know. I'm just doing this for flavour, but
That's right. I think I have an idea where you're going with this.
Yeah, so as soon as it hits something, whether it be him or like the wall behind him, the rock starts glowing with like a green energy, and then within an instant it shifts into the form of an orc spirit.
Alright, I have an idea.
What?
I have an idea. So let's do this in sequence because I have an idea how this might work. First things first, Svieta spell-wise, so what do I need to do?
Alright, so I'll elbow in the door,
Yeah.
hold out my hand, and like this gross, like black, like wave of vines comes out and encompasses fella. What's his name?
Xardorok.
Xardorok.
Fella also will accept.
Feller.
Encompasses Xardorok, and I'll be like, bloom! And he has to make me a constitution save.
Okay.
Nice.
So, at the same time, basically at the same time he does his big speech and a wave of telekinetic force comes out,
Yeah.
your wither and bloom comes out and stretches towards him,
Yeah.
and he fails that save.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay, what happens?
So the energy that's being sucked from him, it'll come through the vines. Is like the vines will like go from him from black to green back to me,
Okay.
and he will take. Just make sure we
Sounds like a few dice.
It's a healthy rattle.
It's okay.
It's a nice spell.
Could be better. He'll take 9 necrotic damage.
Yep.
And do you have any hit die left, Horacio?
Almost. Yeah, certainly.
To spend on like healing type deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can roll one of those and regain the number of hit points equal to the roll plus your spellcasting. Oh, my spellcasting
Yeah,
modifier.
it'll be your spell.
Whoa.
So your hit die, whatever you roll, plus 9 plus my spellcasting modifier.
Flippin'
Wow,
hell.
that is a huge swing.
What about you? Do you get some?
No, I'm choosing you.
Oh, what a gesture.
Wow. Ash Ketchum.
So it'll be 13 plus whatever you roll.
Someone help me. What's my... Sorry.
Your hit die, you're a D8 caster.
Thank
so
you.
roll a D8.
Thanks, I forgot. I was...
It's okay.
Keep going.
All that
Memory.
fine energy will come out, and then I'll attach it to Horatio, and you'll feel this
Wow.
like
All good.
really wonderful, warm feeling.
I have an idea.
As I'm pegging a rock at him.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, no, this is all
It's like
happening
it
at
could
once.
take on the world.
This all
Eat
happening at
rock.
once.
So, what was it? My hit dice plus what, sorry?
Plus 13.
Plus 13.
Sorry.
Oh, flip. Oh, I roll a 1.
Okay, 14.
That's okay. I was only down by 13, so... Amazing. Thank you, Jen.
Okay,
Thanks.
so in that case, what happens is the spell from Svieta goes off. She sucks this energy out of him and hits Xardorok. At the same time, this rock pings off his head as Horatio throws it, and a orc spirit appears in front of him. Let's see if I've got... I think this is the correct one. At that moment, the Wither and Bloom not only reduces his hit points, it actually causes him to suck his energy out, so he gets reduced from his enlarged state down
Nice.
to... Because he's so weakened from the fight, from everything, he can't maintain that enlarged form. And the rock pings off his head, so he's like, "You!" And then goes, "Boom!" He's like, "Oh! Oh, why would you do that? I'm in the middle of my villainous monologue!" A orc spirit appears in front. He's like, "What is this?" And the energy goes towards Horatio. Initially, I was going to make you roll with disadvantage on your strength save, but now that you've got some hit points back, both of you roll flat strength checks.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Saving throw, was it? Did you say or a check?
Saving throw.
2.
2.
Oh.
8.
Okay, so what happens is, while you do this and you significantly hurt Xardorok, both of you are pushed back at least 5 feet as the buffeting telekinetic force pushes you away. You have to brace yourself, but you can't stop yourself from moving 5 feet back.
This is how my enemies must feel.
Yes. And he is holding his forehead. The crown that he was wearing, the dirty iron crown, has fallen off to the side and rolls off into the corner. And he looks at you with this kind of intense loathing. And he's got this spirit in front of him. He's like, "You dare strike at me! The 10 towns are mine! Deep Durera promised it to me!" And you guys are able to regain your composure if you want to move forward again.
Yep, and in response to him saying that, I'm going to say, Porcus, attack.
Okay. So we're not...
Porcus.
So what happens is, I'm just going to narrate this a little bit. The orc spirit goes to attack. Xardorok is very much on the back foot here. Although, in this place, he seems stronger. If not, he hasn't regained hit points or anything like that, he's, whipping his arm around and forcing the orc spirit to back off slightly with it. And it seems like there is this invisible force that is causing problem. And he's just sort of swiping left and... getting really into it tonight.
Yeah.
He's swiping left and right as the orc spirit flourishes its great axe. Great axe? Happy
Sure.
with that?
Yeah, that's what Porcus would wield.
That's what Porcus would wield. Or would he have a club? No, great axe. As he's slashes to and from, he takes more cuts out of Xardorok. There seems to be this stalemate as you guys step forward back towards the chapel. And he's breathing heavily. You can see he's bleeding. All the blood on Xardorok is starting to mix with the soot that he just has all over his body, and you can see trickles of it running down his face and dripping off. He's standing over the mind flayer that he had tortured before, and he's just bleeding heavily. He's like, "You're in the wrong place here. Durera gives me power!" And as he says power, another wave starts flowing out. As that happens, the door to the back of this chapel here to the southwest opens up, and a familiar figure steps through.
What?
It's an old lady that seems to be creeping forward, and it's...
Xardorok, what are you doing?
And Lady Musgard steps through.
Xardorok, dearie, really? Do you have to make such a commotion? Well, what's gotten everything up?
And he turns to her, he's like, "My love! Finally you've come to see reason. Stand with me against these as would-be assassins, and we can deal with them." And she goes,
Oh, yes.
Of course. And she steps forward. He whips around to see you as you guys are starting to make your way into the chapel.
I'm going to stay where I am.
Okay.
I can cast from here.
Okay, so you're in the threshold, essentially, of the chapel.
Yeah.
And this orc chief is, ready for his next blow. And she steps up forward.
All right, dearie. Don't worry about a thing.
And he turns to you, crazy look in his eyes, and a dagger is stuck from Lady Musgard through his back.
Whoa.
And he drops forward onto his knees. He's like, and he looks up and he's like, "What?" So he's like, "It's just business."
Damn. Ice cold.
As he falls forward and dies.
Porcus, confirm the kill.
Porcus steps forward, great axe in hand. Overhand swing, steps to the side, and punk! The head goes flying off. It is now decapitated, Xardorok, as a pool of blood from his neck stump starts forming.
Jesus.
Guilty by Porcus.
Carnelian, you're truly the Lizard King. Let's go help the others.
The performance finishes, and... Sorry, you were going to say something.
Carnelian Carnelian is gonna like look around. He's like, wait, no. Where's the stuff? There was like. All right, never mind. He's gonna like hop down off the side, and we can look for it. We can look for it later.
Okay. So with you, also the two prisoners just tailing you right now. The Goliath and the man from
Snowy River.
And also the giant Duragar. And there's a couple other Duragar that after Lady Musgard appears, there is a couple other Duragar that come in now and flank her. Sort of as maybe bodyguards.
A couple more loyalists.
Yep. Looks like they're Musgard loyalists. And she looks up at you, Paul. Well done indeed. Looks like you've taken care of this issue quite well. I'm impressed. You could be quite valuable business partners in the future.
Guys, what just happened here? What?
Horacio had an orc egg in his pocket.
Horacio, what the fuck?
I had a what?
I think the old lady killed Xardorok.
She stabbed him.
Oh my god.
It was a beautiful betrayal. Porkus confirmed the kill, of course.
How long does that last, by the way?
I don't know.
At some point during this conversation, I believe it disappears.
Probably.
You have-
I'll cry out, Orcus return.
We have,
Sorry, Porkus.
So, Porkus turns to you as he's about to disappear, and you see him hold up his hand with 3 fingers, and one curls back to 2 as he returns to a ethereal spirit form, and the rock reforms and falls to the ground, which you can pick up.
Okay, I'll pick it up and then just whisper into it. Thanks, Porkus.
Ominous.
Yeah, what the hell?
Can I use my mage hand to pick up the crown that's been fallen off
You
the guy's
sure
head
can.
and bring it back to me?
You sure can. It's you bring it across to you, and it looks like it's made of like a dirty iron or
Shuttle?
chatelaine. Yeah.
I'm not going to touch it. I just want to hold it with my mage hand.
Wodun's
But
going
I
to
don't
grab
want-
it from the air.
No.
He's going to grab it from the air.
So you're holding it with the mage hand, and suddenly Wodun reaches out and snaps.
Don't touch it.
So
I'll lift the mage hand up like 20 feet.
So wasn't there supposed to be like loot down on this layer with like magic stuff that she promised us?
Well, I promised you to if you could find it. How about this? We've got a bit of cleaning to do right now. This place is mine after all. I don't really want guests for too long though. If you want to do a bit of exploring, I'll let you. But please don't overstay your welcome. And you can see as she's saying that, you can hear sounds of more and more Duragar coming in. So there's clearly some more loyalists somewhere that start coming in. You can hear on the forge floor, you hear more people coming in. There's people looking at bodies and they're dealing with the dead. So what would you guys like to do?
Cast Detect Magic and go searching around the forge layer.
Okay, so you're casting Detect Magic. Anyone else?
I'm continuously keeping the crown out of Wodun's reach.
Okay.
I've already got the hat.
Wodun's swiping at the crown floating in the air.
Okay.
But he also is like, while he's jumping and like swiping at this thing, is asking Lady Musgard if she has any way to stop the dragon or knows how to stop the dragon.
So how does that sound? Because I'm really interested in how that works.
Lady Musgard, how do you... Oh, wait, that's not my voice. Lady Musgard, what? Come down. How do you stop the dragon? Come here, you...
Dearie, I told you before I don't know how to stop the dragon. Only that killing Xardorok would mean that it couldn't be used after again. You probably still have quite a task in front of you by the sounds of it. But maybe there's something here that will be useful to you at the very least. Or perhaps there is something you can find. Stop jumping for that crown.
need
It's
it.
very
Give me it.
distracting.
No!
Xardorok's body. There's probably like a chatelaine something or other that works with the table in his room.
Maybe he's got a little doodad on him.
You
I'll
check
do that.
A little widget.
I can do that.
Horacio walks forward then to check the body of Xardorok, and I will tell you what he has on him.
Wodun also dives forward towards Xardorok's body.
I was expecting Wodun to do like a parkour move where he like jumps off the wall to like try and grab the crown.
Yeah. He's like a dog seeing like another dog going for food, and he's like, wait, no, I want that food too.
So on Xardorok himself, what you do find is he has a set of chainmail. So that's not chain shirt, that's chainmail.
Oh, yeah.
It's an upgrade. He has his spiked gauntlet, which is made of Chardolin. That chainmail, by the way, looks like it's woven with Chardolin as well.
Wow.
He has a little, like, necklace type thing that looks like it is in the symbol of Deep Durera. So you can see it's like this hand holding a Mind Flayer head in its hand. That's like the general symbol for Deep Durera. And he's got 50 gold just on his person in a small purse. Apart from that, he has some very heavily soot-stained, what would have been fine clothes. So conceivably clean them off and it'll be just a set of fine clothes. But they are heavily, heavily sweat and soot-stained.
I see. What was the other thing, sorry, after the chainmail?
His spiked gauntlet.
Spiked gauntlet. That was made of Chardolin too, right?
Looks like it's heavily made of, if not completely made of Chardolin, it is most of it Chardolin.
Okay.
You ever get the feeling that the Chardolin that he's like decked himself in head to toe with was maybe having a negative impact on his cognitive functions?
What was that, Carnelian? Did you say something?
I think the shiny metal is making him go crazy.
That's a good suggestion.
So just to make sure I got that. Chainmail, spike gauntlet, amulet, 50 gold pieces.
Oh, an amulet.
Anything else?
That's it. And fine clothes. Sorry, fine clothes. That are soot,
that are ruined.
Ruined, soot-stood.
Ruined.
And like also in the sense of not just soot and sweat-filled, like there's tears, like you would need to mend them.
Yeah.
So whilst they are fine clothes, I would say they are like...
Has he just not changed in like a week?
I'm just gonna... I'll turn my head back to the group and... He's got 50 gold pieces. Any objections?
No,
if
not
I
at
take
all.
it and
Go on.
have a non-zero bank balance again?
Yes, of course.
No, I need it.
Sounds like the next round of meads on you though.
Okay, I'm gonna take it.
Wade tries to wrestle it from your hand.
Alright.
Give it. No, it's mine.
Do you want to do an opposed strength check for that, Wodun, or...?
Yes.
Okay.
Wodun just comes up and tries to wrestle it from your hand. I'm going to do an athletics versus athletics. Or you can choose, as the defender, to choose acrobatics if you wish. Like a grapple check.
Do a cartwheel away.
Okay. I'm a little more acrobatic than I am athletic.
I think most of us are.
Oh dear. Oh no.
So what am I doing?
You
Athletics
have to
or
do athletics, yeah.
Okay. 17.
I think-
7.
I think this dice tower is working.
All right.
Yeah,
that's
Yeah.
three.
This is the best rolling I've ever done.
So what happens is Wodun reaches forward and grabs just like a chunk of coins out of your hand. Let's say... Because it was a good roll.
Yeah, he completely dominated me.
Wodun, you take at least 12 gold coins just straight out of his hands. Out of Horacio's hands.
I just shove it like just straight into my pocket, not even in like a coin purse.
Yeah.
Well, that was a bizarre display.
You can't have all of it.
Okay. Right, well. That Deep Duera symbol, that amulet, was that the amulet?
Yeah.
So does that look like it's got any Chardolin on it?
It does, yeah. It looks like it's carved out of Charlotte.
Musgard, does this amulet mean anything to you? Do you think it has any significance?
Oh, well, certainly it's a symbol of Deep Durera. I can tell you he was very, very interested in keeping it on his person at all times. Would rarely let me see it. Even in an intimate setting that he tried to initiate one time. That was quite awkward.
An intimate initiation.
Yes.
Sounds hard.
I had to rebuff his advances quite heavily. As you can see, I'm quite a catch.
Goodness, yes. I can see that. Would you have any objections if we were to take this amulet?
No.
I believe it may have some significance.
I would not show others that you're taking it, though. Obviously, whilst we don't share the same quiet obsession that Xardorok does, Deep Durera is our deity of choice, and many along our group are quite religious, so I would hide it away if I were you. I don't mind. It doesn't pertain to my business. Although I do worship Deep Durera. It's none of my business, though, what you take here.
I see. Well, I might just get a piece of cloth and just wrap it in the cloth so that I'm not touching it.
Okay.
And then put it away in my robes.
Okay. Carnelian, your magic goes off. Obviously, like the spike gauntlet, just inherently being Xardorok, seems to have some storage of magic, but you don't identify a strong sort of like this is a magical item from it or anything like that. And the amulet has, again, because it's Xardorok, it contains some kind of power, but not like if I didn't identify this, it would be something. It's just inherently magical. I'm going to say, just for expediency's sake, you also feel like you're getting auras of magic coming from... Remember you were in that hallway where the barroom blitz was? And the interrogation rooms, like, belong there?
Yeah.
There was an intersection there, like a cross-section there. From that direction, you are feeling multiple auras of something. But too far away, typically, to be normally encountered by this spell.
So is there a way up? Oh, there's a door here, but it was trapped, wasn't it?
Yes, there's a trapped door here, but I'm going to just say, for expediency's sake, we can disable that trap. Like, one of the Duragar are obviously standing there. He's like, just let me disable that trap for you. I am a trap expert. I put this together for Xardorok. And yes, this wire goes here, this chain here, this gear. Oh, damn it, I set it off. We've got to give it a minute. There's like lightning that lances back and forth.
Ouch!
I'll try it again. Don't worry, I'm an expert. Oh, jeez, everyone's a critic these days. This button and this cog and click up there. No, don't go yet. Now you can go. And this door opens.
What about the crown?
The crown is also similarly magical in the sense that it's inherently magical with the Xardorok, but it's not specifically like, hey, this will be like a magic item, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I want to toss it into the lava. Maybe.
Is it lava or is it like molten iron?
No, well,
hot.
both. It's very hot.
Toss it into the fire.
I mean, we should probably rub the crown and the holy symbol against the table upstairs just to see if we can turn the dragon off.
We'll see.
Okay.
I want to do something first, but I don't know.
What would you like to do?
I just wanted to turn to them while I've still got the mage hand, like, way up in the air. And turn to the Goliath?
Yep.
Pointedly ignoring the guy from Duncan's Hole.
The guy from Duncan's Hole has his short sword out, and you can see he's just sort of like testing the edge.
Yeah.
Can I have my dagger back? I need that. You can keep the short sword though.
He flipped Pecco takes the dagger and flips it up onto its blade and catches it. And he looks at you. He looks like he's going to throw it. And then he's like, huh? All right. And he gives you back the dagger.
Thank you.
The Goliath turns to you as you address him. He says, "It is good to actually speak to you."
Yes, I wanted to say thank you to, I guess, both of you. I didn't get your name.
You can call me Capnock.
Capnock?
Capnock. My name is Capnock Talltree Funlagarga. Most humans or others find that difficult. Capnock Talltree will do.
Capnock. It's an interesting name. I guess that's a Goliath name.
It is from my tribe.
Why are you here? I assume Mr. Duggan's Hole man, he's here because he's an asshole.
Well, that's a little bit presumptuous, don't you think? I helped you out, after all.
This is true.
Mm-hmm. And he just starts like humming to himself as you talk to Kapanak. He says, "Yes, I was captured here. I was with a hunting party, and we were caught out in a blizzard. When I was separated from the rest of the group, I was ambushed by Duragar and brought here for interrogation. They kept me here. I did not like it."
I don't know what's worse, if Duragar took you or Mind Flayers took you, or whatever took Carnelian.
I don't like anything taking me.
Well, do you live in the Dale?
My village is located in the Spine.
Oh, okay, so might not have been destroyed by the dragon.
Dragon?
What are you talking about?
Oh, no, I guess he wouldn't know about the dragon.
It was only just recently revealed, like a few hours ago, so...
It's just in the other room. What will you do now?
I should return to my village, Wodun Crag in the Spine. They will be waiting for me, and I will be glad for a hot meal and beautiful women.
Tall women.
The tallest of women. But, all women are beautiful.
Only tall women.
No.
I don't have a type.
I like to just the tall ones and more
Flicks to his head. I don't have a type.
Well, if you can help us out here just in case there's more bad guys, and then possibly you can go home.
He hefts his great axe onto his shoulder and says, I owe you a debt after all. I will see this through till it is done. Then I shall leave and return to Wodun. And he looks at you and he says, that's Svieta, he's like towering over you. If you are ever in the area, I'm sure you deserve and can have a hero's feast if you drop by Wodun.
Oh.
Tell them Kapanok sent you.
Let me know if you get any taller.
If you get taller, we should speak again sometime.
No, I'm an adult now. I've done all the growing. Oh, I can
That's-
turn into a big bear. That's
Ooh.
not very sexy, though.
It's very intriguing. I don't have a
Anyway, I'm very hungry after this. Maybe we should take you back and then we can get the big feast.
Perhaps, although it does sound like you may have more pressing concerns.
Actually, yes, my home has probably been destroyed.
We do have a dragon to do something about.
That
Yes.
old chestnut.
I'm just very hungry. Okay, well,
I shall walk with you.
yes, please. I'm gonna doodly-doo over to Zimma.
Pekka's like, it doesn't sound like you want old Pekko Quaint to come with you.
Who?
My name, you know
Quaint?
it, I told you. Pekko?
Oh, Pecco.
Pekko.
Oh, look, probably Duggan's hole's probably gone, by the way.
And he just looks at you, he's like, nah. What?
You don't like Duggan's hole?
We don't like Duggan's Hole. Why
Well,
are you surprised by that?
Why doesn't he like Duggan's hole? They're
Yeah, he's
basically
from
one
there.
family.
I mean, if he liked it, he'd probably still be there.
I'm pretty sure he got abducted.
Yeah, I got abducted.
By aliens or dwarves?
There's aliens?
Not anymore.
Oh,
He looks
well,
over to you and goes, how interesting.
a tiny... Look, there's one right there. And point at the corpse of the Mind Flayer.
Ooh. And he walks over to it and he just sort of like, someone's taken a cut of this one already.
Well, we
If you
can take
don't-
you home.
If you just let me go, I'm happy to leave if you don't want old Pekko Quaint around.
Well, you'd probably be best. We're going to be clearing out of here shortly because I don't think the Duragar. Actually, I don't actually know how the Duragar as like the unit feel about us, considering we just helped them. But Musgat wants us out quick.
Well, they also give you like sidelong looks. They know you helped them in this fight, but all of them are just sort of shifting nervously around you because obviously you're quite a potent fighting force. But they also don't really want you here either. Like they're giving you this sort of like warm enough reception, but only just.
Yeah, just let us take all your stuff and then we'll be coming.
We'll leave.
Well, then I will take my leave.
Well,
I don't appear to be useful to you anymore.
Well, not without the dagger. Do you want to give it quickly back to him?
You know what? It's fine. Maybe I'll see you again sometime.
I really hope not.
Oh, maybe.
Oh,
And
creepy.
he turns and starts walking away towards the distance. As he gets to the end of that kind of fog where it starts to envelop him.
Oh, he's out of the render distance.
The, red,
The Silent Hill render fog.
the Silent Hill render fog kicks in, and make a perception check, anyone who happens to be watching him leave.
I'm still watching the
Very
Crown.
well. Pecco. Ah, you
26.
26.
less than 26.
25.
Oh my god, less than 25.
So,
12.
12. Wodun?
I didn't roll, no.
So while Wodun and Horacio are fighting over some coins, Svieta and Carnelian, you're watching Pekko walk away, and just as he gets to that edge where he starts to disappear in the fog, you see him half turn, smiling at you. And you could swear something weird happens where he looks like he cracks one of his shoulders a little bit.
and his skin turns whiter than you remember it, and his clothes sort of look like they shift and merge, and his mouth disappears into his face, and you swear just as the mouth disappears, you see a smirk as he disappears into the fog.
Like that creepy ghost thing that we got lost in the fog.
Man.
The weird Slender Man thing.
Slender Man, yeah, I don't like that.
I'm glad Pecco's not with us anymore.
Yeah.
And
I take it that's like not the reason why you don't like people from Duggan's Hold, and that's just an entirely him creepy thing.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I wouldn't want to go back to Duggan's Hold if they were all like that.
It's probably gone anyway, so we don't have to worry about them.
Svieta, in your head,
Oh no,
do you
don't.
hear, I'll see you again sometime in the future. As it fades away, it's like a little song. Very unsettling.
Great. Thanks. I hate it.
Man, I'm really glad I don't have to like listen to people's thoughts.
I'm going to tune into Carnelian's head for some meows.
Sorry, Svieta, really quickly. In that moment, did you say, yeah, great, thanks, out loud? Or
Yeah.
I'll pick up on that and I'll ask you, what are you looking at? Who are you thanking?
Pecco? Or the guy from Duggan's Hole just sang something in my head and it was really creepy.
I see.
Svieta, roll me just a wisdom, insight maybe, or you could choose like some sort of wisdom-based skill or intelligence-based skill. Up to you.
I'd rather do wisdom.
Okay.
Just insight.
Insight, if you want.
19.
You did not initiate a telepathic bond with him when that happened.
No thanks.
Okay? Just so you know.
No one else heard it, so it wasn't a public broadcast?
No, it wasn't a public broadcast to everyone. It was just to Svieta.
Okay, I'm uncomfortable.
Uncomfy in the bumpy.
In the bumpy.
Okay.
Yep.
So, now that has, Kapanok is also trailing you guys as well. Are you heading to that corridor?
Treasure room.
Okay. I'll move you guys just to generally, you, as I said, have that interaction with a engineer that totally knows what he's doing. And you move into this hallway. To your east, there is a set of double doors.
Treasure room.
A set of double doors.
Before we go down, I'll
Yes.
lower the mage hand and just give it to her. It's like, here you go.
Thank you.
Don't put it on your head.
Can we like
Fine, I
tap
would.
the door with a mage hand just to make sure that there's like another trap that's going to go off when we open it?
You do all your precautions, but at this stage, I'm going to just let you guys know. We're sort of in a bit of freeform mode right now. So you check the door, make sure it's not trapped as far as you can tell. Did you go in?
Yes.
Yeah.
I will follow the others in.
Magic.
Carnelian's very enthused.
Okay.
God, there's people behind the door.
In this room.
I like valuables. What can I say?
What if they're all cursed, though?
Turns out they're actually slavers and their valuables are slaves.
Oh, yeah, free person. Woo!
I always wanted my own personal laundry person.
You do. He's in your pocket at all times, apparently.
Porcus.
The laundry orc.
Oh, you mean Porcus?
Yeah, what is all that about?
Oh, I did a favour for him once on my travels.
And you
He
just
lost his life, but he swore to help me out.
you just keep a ghost in your pocket?
Yeah, I forgot.
You forgot you have a ghost of an orc chieftain in your pocket.
Yeah,
How?
it was a long time ago, and I wasn't even sure if I still had the rock, actually. It's very nondescript rock.
Yeah,
Horacio, at a better time, I would love to hear all about this.
I need to sit down by a fire and listen.
Yes, I'll tell you the tale of the tragic tale of Porcus, so...
Is that actually...
Sure.
Sorry. Is that actually his name, or is that just what you're remembering his name as?
Yeah, his name's Porcus.
Inside check.
Inside check. Yeah. It's perfect, Jen. Thank you.
Oh.
Is that cocked?
No.
Alright. Yeah, that's 19.
23.
It might not actually be his name.
Yeah, that's what I assume.
Well, you,
But it is.
you don't remember
He
Kalembo's
doesn't,
name,
but
so...
we never agreed on a name.
No, I know, but that might not actually be his name.
But with an insight that good, wouldn't they have a pretty good idea that I'm telling the truth or not?
We're going to leave it up to a bit of interpretation here.
That's the difference between, like, you just not knowing what the truth is. Like, you might have just forgotten and just be like, yeah,
Also-
also, that was his name.
Yeah, as far as you're concerned, his name might have been Porkers. As far as you're knowing, you're not lying about it, but you guys knowing Horacio might suspect that might not be his name. Could be, though. Could be.
Well, then, are you going to wear that anything, Shadowland?
Where what? Oh, this.
Yes.
No, I'll just put it in my bag.
Why do you want it?
I don't know. It could be valuable later, but I'll just store it for later.
Can I just look in his eyes and do an insight check?
Sure can.
Like, super suspicious of each other now.
This is he ripped gold out of my hands.
I still think we need
And
to
I have none.
rub the shuttle and stuff against like that table upstairs before we leave, just in case it like.
Okay. Can you please have a look at this, just so you know I'm not lying?
Oh my god.
Is he seriously rolling well now because of that?
That's a nat 20.
Oh no! To be fair, he almost always rolls well, specifically on bluff against us.
You guys-
I'm just really glad someone gets me
We're
now.
gonna wait for combat. That's gonna be the real test.
Oh man. So my was it perception?
Insight.
Insight. Sorry, insight. It was a 21.
Andy, you're the one with the roll. You tell us what Horatio knows.
What roll? This
What-
is
what was-
important.
what
What
was
roll
your
did you
roll?
do? Was it a persuasion or deception?
I rolled deception, which is a +7, so I would be 27. But I'm not deceiving you. Wodun looks a bit confused why he wanted to hold on to it, but
Okay.
he does want to hold on to it.
Okay. So my insight was 21. So maybe
geez.
could it be sufficient to say that I can tell that maybe Wodun's not being forthcoming, but I can also tell that he doesn't really understand either.
I will let that up to Andy because it's him.
He
Like I got a hint of like you seem confused. Although you did beat me, like maybe I believe you. Like technically speaking, you beat me.
So maybe to you, it seems like Wodun's a bit like being put on the back foot. Like he's like, why does it matter? But at the same time, he doesn't seem entirely sure why it does matter either.
Okay.
So yeah, he wants to hold on to it. He doesn't know why, but he's a bit defensive about it. Maybe because he's not sure why.
Okay. I'll pick that up, but because you outrolled me, I'll go with it. Like I'm happy with that. If that makes sense. Like that's fair.
All right. All of you step into this room.
Yep.
2 featureless stone pillars support the vaulted ceiling of this unlit chamber. East of the pillars, a Duragar, encased in an exoskeleton's construct, slumps before you as it looks like he's been killed before a lowered portcullis. A similar creature stands in the alcove to the north, also slumped over. A stone lever juts out of the back wall of an alcove to the south. And you can also see 2 Duragar that look like they are cleaning weapons after they appear to have had a fight with these Duragar hammerers. One of them turns to you and goes, "Oh, hey, it's you guys. It's good to see you.
How'd you go with these freaks?
Recognize them?
I know you recognize me. I'm Callan. Like we
Oh,
talked.
Callan.
We had
Oh, cool.
a sleepover, man. Like it was pretty intense.
Yeah, dude.
Good backstab.
It's good to see you again, Horacio.
Yeah,
wanna hang out
Callan.
sometime.
Yeah, it's always good to see you. How'd you go with with these freaks?
Yeah, they were pretty tough, but I asked them to spin the bottle and they lost. So that's how that works, right?
Oh yeah, I think.
Yeah, well,
Hey, it's good to see you, Callan. But are we able to maybe have a look in the treasure room?
oh, sure. Like you don't want to talk to old Callan here, but that's all right. My friend Rod. Yeah, it's all right. We'll take care of the hammers for you. It's cool. Like, you guys are the important ones, so we'll clean up over here and we'll get out of your way.
Callan, it's okay. Are you going to be around?
Look, I'm always around. Like, what are you talking about? Like, are you talking about sleepover?
I feel like I'm missing context. Oh, right, I was asleep.
You guys were all past that, man. I think Qualkin and I had a D&M. And they were best mates.
Oh, you'd say that? That's pretty. I don't want to.
Oh, and he's like turns a little bit. Like
Qualkin,
Purple.
you're too much, really. But you're a good egg. If you're still here, we may be back, and I'll come and visit, and we can have another sleepover. What do you think?
Oh, I would like that. Can we talk about boys?
Sure, we can talk about boys. Why not? Farewell, Qualkin. We're gonna go now.
Rod and I will clean up here while we.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
right.
we'll clean up here. Come here, Callan.
Is this a human thing or a dwarf thing?
Talking about boys?
Qualkin.
Sorry.
What, talking about boys?
No, that I understand that. I mean, like, the rest of the conversation.
Like gay bros.
I don't know.
talking about boys, man. Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna keep going.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll pull the lever.
Alright.
I'll actually rush over to the lever to try and break out of the conversation. We're going now. Go pull the
Oh,
lever.
hey, don't pull that. And you pull the lever,
Oh no.
and lightning arcs between the trap behind you. And you hear that. Oh, I think I got this one there. It's like, oh my god, I'm in. Don't pull that. God damn it. I gotta fix this again. Jeez.
Who's this?
This is the
Ron?
engineer.
Oh, yeah.
I was just looking at the track. Jeez, just give me a minute. Oh, you impatient people. I think I took half my health from that.
Oh, sorry. What's your name, engineer?
Scotty. Call him Scotty.
Let's use another name that hasn't been used yet. Have I used Olkin yet?
Olkin.
I'm Olkin,
Brother.
the engineer, brother of Scotty. No,
Brother Scotty, that's important. Thank you.
Olkin. Olkin the engineer. They call me all the time, every day.
Sorry, you sound very reliable, but I'm sorry that I electrocuted you.
Oh, I believe my voice has now changed because I've been hit by a massive fuck-off amount of lightning. So I'm hurting right now a little bit. I'll just disarm this trap again.
Hey, Olkin.
Yeah?
Hold still while I salve you.
Oh.
I think I've got a couple here in the bandolier. I think you've earned it.
There were burns there. Oh, it feels really nice and cool on the skin.
Oh, he hasn't
I wonder
even
how
started
cells
yet.
Yeah.
I wonder how cells work on
Thinking about
internal
it.
burning.
They work a treat.
I wasn't going to salve him. I'd just think about it.
Okay.
Oh, I salved him.
Alright, so the lever clearly activates and deactivates that trap that you had gone through. In front of you, you can see a portcullis that is down, that leads to a room further beyond, and in that room you can sort of see these boxes, all places in alcoves along there. There is, on the wall next to the portcullis, there is a plaque. It looks like a iron plaque, maybe? And it's got these indents in it. There's 5 indents that look like sharp little indents in the top that all fan out along the sort of as an arc along the top of it. And there is a bigger indent on the bottom below them as well.
What?
Like, stick a hand there?
You stick your hand there, but nothing happens.
Does anybody have a spare Duragar hand?
I got the mage hand.
Do you guys need a Duragar hand? Because I can probably use a Duragar hand.
Damn it, Qualkin.
Oh, sorry, you weren't talking to Gold Qualkin. That's all right.
Yeah, come on in. We need you.
All right. Well, why did you go through the portcullis? The DM didn't describe that. Okay, I'll just.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was like on the outside of the portcullis to open the.
Yeah, this is on this side of the
Gotcha.
portcullis. You guys should really listen to this.
Yeah, I don't.
Sorry.
Sorry,
Qualkin.
Don't worry, Qualkin will save the day. He'll put his hand on the portcullis and nothing happens. This doesn't normally happen to Qualkin. Trust me.
What about Olkin? Olkin, how do we open this door?
What? Oh, well, I'm disarming a trap. Jeez. Oh, just most impatient people I've ever met. Let me come along. No, it's some sort of. You need some sort of special key or something. I can't disable this trap. Jesus.
What about the gauntlet? It looks like a hand.
Yeah, let's get Xardorok's thing and
Don't take his penis.
touch it into the thing.
Chop his dick off, put it in the hole.
Xardorok's penis, also made out of charlotte.
That's why he was so mad.
He's always got a stiffy.
So, Svieta is doing this, I assume?
I don't know who has the gauntlet. I'll suggest
Me.
it. Oh yeah, you've got everything.
Yeah,
Well then, can you put the gauntlet in this hole?
sure. I put the gauntlet in the hole.
So you put on the gauntlet?
Do I need to put it in the hole, or...?
Yeah, like it's the indents are sort of like a flat indent on the surface, so...
Like a handprint?
Yeah, like it
I
fans
can't
out.
sort
so
of
just
just mush it in, like...
when you try to, it sort of doesn't flex the right way. It doesn't click.
I'll put the mage hand in the glove, so it looks like a hand.
Oh, nice.
So the mage hand goes into the glove and it starts rising out of Wodun's hands.
Oh, a ghost.
Like a ghost hand.
I know. It's the ghost of Xardorok.
Flip him off with it.
And a long, broad, spiked finger
Hey.
extends.
Guys, this is about the portcullis. Let's not get personal.
It's like
And what does it do?
smush it against the hole.
It floats forward and then places down in the indent, so you can see the little pointed finger parts lock into place. The little spikes on the end of the finger lock into each of the little things, and the heel of the palm slots into that little indent there.
Oh, sick.
It's like the claws in Skyrim when you open up those doors.
Not a bad comparison.
Yeah.
And you hear a little click as it falls down.
Mad.
Yeah.
Turn it.
You turn it, and
Clockwise.
you turn it clockwise, and you hear these chains and gears all kick into life as the
Mad.
portcullis
Jen.
Is
rises.
that some kind of Duggan's Hole expression or something?
I feel a bit cool.
Oh, I'm down with cool, but
in
I'm
this
not mad.
room?
I pull the gauntlet back out and put it in my bag.
You snatch the gauntlet out of the air, and the mage hand disappears as it's pulled through
Just
the
like
gauntlet.
comes out of
It's
the
still in there.
Give me
sideways.
that.
Just bursts it back out of the bag. Get back in.
This unlit room contains 4 alcoves in the north wall and 4 in the south wall. Inside each alcove is an iron chest.
Oh,
This appears to be the treasure room,
hell yeah.
and you know what that means.
Loot.
Yeah.
Wait a week and open them all.
Damn it.
Next week on Reflex Save.
Alright, fair enough.
Oh.
But it's actually because I bought some boxer shorts from Targets recently, and they forgot to remove the security clip!
My name is Nick Perrin, and I'm an actor, writer, and game master. And on Tabletopped, I talk with an expert game master every week to find out the best ways to run amazing games and tell epic stories. Looking to start DMing? Or maybe you've been a game master for a long time and want to spice up your table? Then this podcast is for you. Tabletopped is released on Mondays wherever you get your podcasts.